What is good, everybody? It is your boy, Pat the Designer.
And it's your boy, Ringo J.
And we are back at it again for another episode of Windy City The Breeze podcast. What we on, episode 31 right now?
No, episode 31.
Episode 31. We in the building, baby.
Baby.
What it do, baby?
We on Reggie Miller episode.
Hey, Reggie Miller episode. Ooh, I like that. Was Reggie 31?
Yeah.
Why do I not feel like I remember Reggie? Yeah, I guess so. All right. Okay, I'll take your word for it. How y'all feeling today, man? How you feeling, Ringo?
I'm good, man. It's been mad hot outside lately.
Bro, so hot,
Like,
bro. And I'm not complaining.
But I'm not complaining because I don't want the snow to come back.
Bro, I'm not complaining in the slightest because I work outside and it's been so hot. And if y'all hear the fireworks going off outside, what did you expect?
You know what time it is.
You know what time it is. You know my name. So, let's just jump right into it, man. I got a lot of smoke for y'all because y'all been coming at me. Oh, y'all been coming at me. And if you thought Pat the Designer wasn't here for the smoke, I live for the smoke, baby.
This is Windy City The Breeze.
This is Windy City The Breeze. It's free smoke, baby. This Chi-Town.
We want our chips with the dip.
Listen. First off, how y'all doing? Good to see you. All of that good stuff. Second off, a lot of people was coming at me for my take on Thadeus Young being signed by the Chicago Bulls for $41 million. A lot of people. And I'm here to defend my take to the fullest. You know why? Because you overpaid for a guy. Now, would I say Thadeus Young is not a good player? No. Boy, why your phone vibrating so much, man? Put that on silent or something. Would I say Thadeus Young is not a good player? No. Would I say that Thadeus Young won't help the Bulls? No. Do I think that honestly, in my opinion, Thadeus Young is going to have his best numbers with the Chicago Bulls. In my honest opinion. But his best numbers could be 14, 15 points a game. Come on, son. What are we doing right now? $41 million for 15 points a game, fam? Now, is he going to be solid for the Bulls? Absolutely. But y'all got to understand something. Take off the C-red glasses. We got to hold our team to a higher standard. We got to hold our team to a higher standard. This don't make no sense. We sitting here getting excited about Thadeus Young and Thomas Stadaransky.
I really think it's Tomas, bro.
Either way.
I really think it's Tomas.
Either way. I could care less what it is. We're getting excited by Thadeus Young and Thomas Stadaransky. And now I like the Thomas Stadaransky pick better than I like the Thadeus Young pick. And y'all got to understand, as a player, I'm cool with Thadeus, but not at $41 million. Stop that. Stop that. That's not what I'm here for. You spending money on a guy. You know who could have got us 12, 5, and 6? Or whatever he averaging. What is he? 12, 6, and 4, I think.
12, 6 and a half, and then 4.3, I think.
Right. You could have went and paid Taj Gibson that. For $20 million. You gotta be smarter. If you just trying to bolster you don't spend $41 million on your bench. Not on a bench player alone. And if anybody wants the smoke, I'm here for it.
Free smoke.
I'm serious. Because it don't make no sense. Bulls fans, we get blinded. We go into every season thinking, oh, we going to do it this year. We got a playoff team this year. We got good pieces this year. What do? They come out, they win 20 games. They come out, they win 22 games. Come on, son. And I need y'all to understand, like, I want them to be good. I need them to be good. I love the Chicago Bulls. But at the end of the day, I'm going to hold my team to a higher standard. We got to get better players in here. And maybe this speaks to the fact that you got the best of what you could get.
That's true.
And honestly, like I say, as a player, I like Thadeus Young. He's a nice backup. He's a nice backup 4. Thomas Stadaransky, nice backup. Good move there. Who they just bring in? They trying to get really white on the. I'm telling you, the Bulls in Dallas finna have the whitest team in the league. What was his name?
Ryan Arcidiacono.
Well, Archie, of course. Archie was already there. I don't mind re-signing Archie. Archie basically got re-signed for nothing. Joe in the live night. Joe in the live. Yo, what it do, baby? I don't mind you re-signing Arcidiacono. I don't even mind you bringing in old boy from the Knicks. You got to have backups. What's his name? Costner?
The Bulls signed somebody else?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's a dude that was 7'1". He a nice backup. But that's the kind of backups you sign.
From the Knicks? I have no clue. I'm going to have to check. Yeah.
I mean, let me pull up his name. It's Costner or Coachner.
Oh, Korkmaz.
What?
Korkmaz.
I don't even know what you just said.
Is it
Cornet?
Cornet, yeah.
Cornet. I'm sorry.
Cornet. It is a Korkmaz in the NBA though.
Yeah.
I wasn't tripping, but
I didn't even know what you were saying. But no, honestly, I'm fine with you bringing in those guys. I'm fine with you bringing in those backup pieces. You got to build your bench up. I think the Bulls are doing a nice job of it again. And again, we're just building a good team. This team could win 35 games. Good team. We're just building a good team. You're not building great team. But $41 million for Thaddeus Young, fam, I'll never let that because Pat Bev got 40.
He was supposed to get 50 if he would have went to Dallas.
Don't nobody want to go to Dallas, just like don't nobody want to go to Chicago. But when the people who have talent show interest in Chicago, the Bulls are like, I don't know. We don't want to go that route. That's taking a chance. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on, Chicago. And honestly, I'm my whole thing with it is, if you're gonna spend the money, spend it wisely. You don't think? Honestly, look at the two. Taj is a little older, but is Thaddeus Young really a part of this?
Taj is like 30.
Taj 33. He gonna be 34 in this season. Is Thaddeus Young really a part of this rebuild?
I mean, no, he's over 30. He's over 30, so no.
He's 31 years old. By the time the Chicago Bulls are in contention, maybe 2 years. Maybe. If everything goes right, let's say 2 years. By the time they're in contention.
Oh, in contention. Okay.
I mean, right now, Thaddeus Young, what's Thaddeus Young going to teach Larry Markkinen? Larry Markkinen already a better player.
Larry's already better than him.
I would argue Wendell Carter is probably already better than him. And Wendell Carter was hurt half the season. But when Wendell Carter got in his offensive groove, he was eating. Maybe Thaddeus helps Wendell on the defensive end. I can live with that. But for $41 million, I don't need that. That's to me that's as dumb as and we'll get into other teams too. That's as dumb as Philly paying Ben Simmons that much money. We're gonna get into some other teams. Oh, I'm here for all the smoke. Anybody who want it can get it today. It's your boy Pat the Designer in this month.
This man going off.
No, because Bulls fans only see.
This man is going off.
Bulls fans only see the now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be like, this is a good signing. He's a good pickup. He's going to be nice on the bench. Yeah, he is going to be nice on the bench, but how does that build you moving forward? How does that teach you moving forward? How does that help you moving forward? It ain't like you went and signed a top 5 power forward in the back court or in the front court. You went and signed a guy.
As Max Kellerman likes to call him, a jag, just a guy.
Wow, Max Wild for that one.
Yeah.
I wasn't even going that far. That's a little too far. You can't call another man that. But in my opinion, I like and don't get me wrong. As a backup, I like Thaddeus Young, but not at that number. Not at that number. I know I done started the show with a rant.
I mean, it be like that sometimes. You gotta,
bruh. It kills me because Bulls fans, we just be so excited about whatever Gar and John throw at us, and we sit there and we criticize them. And all of a sudden, Muggs have a good game, and then we don't want to let him go. Muggs was arguing Justin Holiday shouldn't have been traded.
Oh, we had to. He's actually a contributor.
But bro, is Justin Holiday a part of the rebuild?
No.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I mean, but
You gotta do better.
And then it's kind of dumb because at a certain point, it's like if you're really watching the team like you say you do,
yeah.
like and you know what? Maybe I am here for the smoke because maybe it is some fake Bulls fans out there. If you're really watching the team like you do, you know they're trying to go young. If somebody's over the age of 30 and you got everybody else that's, 22, 23, 24, 25 around you, and this is what you finna build a team around, chances are 9 times out of 10 they probably won't be on next year's team, or when you guys get into contention, they won't be on the squad.
I will tell you what I do like. The Bulls have picked a direction in a sense. I don't like how they spent their money, but they have picked a direction. A lot of the guys they brought in shoot the 3 ball well. Welcome to the modern NBA, Bulls. Welcome to 2019. I will give them credit for that because Thadeus shoots it above 42% from beyond the arc. Old boy that they just brought in, a good 3-point shooter. What's his name? What did I just say his name was? Kavinsky. That's an artist.
Cornet.
Real timid. Finally. I don't know what finally means. Finally, The Rock has come back. No, but like I said, I like the direction the Bulls. Oh, maybe he was saying finally, like the Bulls are in 2019. I like the direction the Bulls are moving. I like where they're going. I don't like how they spent their money. And don't hear me wrong. I'm gonna say it for the 15th time. Thadeus Young can play.
I know he definitely can. He was definitely giving y'all buckets when he was with Philly.
He can play. He can yam it. He can do all. He is a nice bench piece. You don't go spend $41 million on Thadeus Young. Taj Gibson giving you that same production at a little bit more age, and Thadeus ain't going to be around. That was my whole point. Thadeus ain't going to be around when the Bulls is really doing it. So why you got him in? He's not Andre Iguodala. He not that old head that's going to come in and have 20 years. With this, like that, it seemed like Andre been in Golden State forever. Although he finally got moved. Real timid, y'all in 2019 can't be worse than what the Knicks getting out of this. Let me tell you, we gonna talk about some other teams too. But God, if you the Knicks, boy, listen, it's bad. It's bad. You know why? Because Knicks fans always. Never mind. I'm gonna hold off. I got something for the Knicks too, but it's all funny.
I got that in my Ringo.
Yeah. That's all funny.
I got that in my Ringo's Round Takes.
But for the Chicago Bulls this season, I like that you're picking a direction. Zach LaVine can shoot. Wendell Carter can shoot. You drafted Kobe White, can shoot. Larry Markkinen can shoot. Otto Porter Jr. can shoot.
Zach LaVine.
Now, just because, but the thing the Bulls don't understand, just because you get a good player don't mean he ain't, or I'm sorry, not the Bulls, Bulls fans. Just because you get a good player don't mean he ain't overpaid. Otto Porter is super overpaid. And that's the guy you got. Can Otto Porter play? Heck yeah. Is he a hooper? Heck yeah. Do I like his money on the books? No. You can't go get nobody.
Yeah,
getting Otto Porter strapped you this, so you couldn't make a pitch to nobody. But you know what? They knew wasn't nobody coming here. That's what it is.
And then the thing is, I'll go back to what Stacey King said, because it's not so much people want to play for the Bulls. People don't want to play for the Bulls, and it's not so much that it's on Gar Forman and John Paxson. At some point, you're going to have to go the Nets route. Go out there, put pieces together, and actually hoop to entice somebody to come. It was either that or do what I told you before. I felt like if they wasn't gonna do that, and you felt like you really didn't have no money, why go out there and get a piece? Why go out there and get a piece? I would have traded.
This is the thing. This is what Gar Forman and John Paxson do. They don't build championship teams. They did once. I will give them credit. The Derrick Rose team was a championship caliber team, and they probably would have got one.
They wouldn't have got one.
They probably would have got one.
They wouldn't have got one. If LeBron and D Wade would have came,
but you know what?
They would have got one.
No, but you know what? That team, even LeBron left. If Derrick stays healthy, Derrick's still here. What's Derrick? 31.
Well, now,
that team at some point season, if not this season or a season, at some point that team would have got to the NBA Finals and probably won one.
I agree with the exception of when they first came back and Kyrie hurt his foot. That's the year that y'all probably would have got one.
Well, Kyrie stay hurt, so that don't.
No.
But here's the thing to me. Here's the thing to me. The Bulls, other than those teams, and I'll say I personally feel they would have won a ship with that team, with Derrick Rose team. But other than that team, 16 years of they all right. They competitive with that team to watch out for.
I mean, we decent.
16 years of that, bro. Since John Paxson and Gar Forman have been there, they can build the good team. They can build the competitor. They can build the Atlanta Hawks, best team in the NBA. Or I'm sorry, best record in the NBA, don't get out of the second round. They can build that team like a mug. They do it consistently.
Why would you? So you telling me you want that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, I'm sick of that.
Okay.
And that's why mugs don't come here.
Cause
you strap yourself to players like Otto Porter. Is Otto Porter a hooper? Yeah. Is he gonna change the franchise? Probably not. I hope he do. I would love to see him come out and be like, oh, well, I've been in the league 5 years, but I had John Wall and Bradley Beal hogging the ball. I would love, what I love? Be Lou Williams. Somebody be Lou Williams. Didn't nobody, Muggs knew Lou could hoop, but didn't nobody know Lou was hooping like this.
Nah, I knew he was gonna do that. I knew he was gonna do that. The first
How long has he been in the league though?
But he been out since high school though. That was like the last year.
But I'm saying he been in the league for a minute. Like after a while, you feel like you know the player. Lou Williams was a 20-point a night guy, maybe 22.
Plus he got taught under AI. Like everybody.
I'm not saying he ain't a hooper. I'm just saying we kind of thought we knew what Lou Will was, and all of a sudden 1 year with the Clippers, it's like wait a minute. Oh, you hooping.
He was doing that on the Sixers when he got 6-man that year.
Yeah, but
he went from. I'll give you this. When he was on the Sixers, he went from a straight fourth quarter straight bucket getter to when I'm on the Clippers, I'm getting it all game now.
You know what I'm saying? That's what most didn't expect.
I give you 50 off the bench. Lou Will would come
in and honestly drop 20 in a quarter. I'm not saying he wasn't a hooper, but I'm just saying you feel like you know what play. I would love to see that be Otto Porter. I would love to see that be Otto Porter.
Yeah, but it's not.
You don't know, but I don't feel it is. I feel like Otto Porter is going to grow in what he is, but I don't think he's going to turn into all of a sudden a mainstream name in the NBA.
I feel like he's going to be like a Gordon Hayward.
Oh, that's a bucket. Hold on now. Let's wheel that back. We talking Utah Gordon Hayward? Because that's a bucket.
Well, yeah, obviously Utah Gordon Hayward, but he ain't gonna be
bucket.
Like.
Then I'll take that.
I mean,
if Otto Porter Jr. become Gordon Hayward,
but look though,
I'll change everything I said about John Paxson.
But look though, he could be. Notice I said could. Like y'all really don't give me the smoke. Chill, relax. Nah, but he could be. Yeah. He really could be. But at the end of the day, that also comes down to player development.
Agreed.
Because I'll give you a perfect example. Freaking, what's his name? Jordan Bell.
Mm-hmm.
A year before this one, everybody was so high on Jordan Bell. Draymond was like, yeah, he could definitely take my place if I ever left. Dude is next up. Yeah. Athleticism, dunking, defensively, the whole deal.
Yeah.
This year, you didn't develop him. He been sitting on the bench. Now you throw him out there during the playoffs, chicken with his head cut off.
Agreed. And I think Jordan Bell, the thing is Jordan Bell kind of doesn't fit with that team. Like, Draymond is still a shooter. Jordan Bell isn't. Jordan Bell's he's a little bit shorter than JaVale McGee.
But look.
But he can't play the five.
If you think about it, if you really think about it, the money that he signed for, you telling me that he wouldn't be a part of this rebuild? Dude's only 22.
You talk about with the Bulls?
Jordan Bell, yeah.
Oh, he'd 100% be a part of the rebuild. The Bulls would overlove him.
He plays power forward.
There's a lot of what the Bulls have done. Well, first off, the Bulls got to stop selling first-round picks or second-round picks. That's the first thing first. You know what I'm saying? I don't really need it. We don't need another player that could be an asset to this team. Second round picks are just falling in every day. You know, I know more second round picks now than ever before in the NBA. But my problem with the Bulls will forever be you don't put yourself in a position to make free agents want to come. You make a team that's all right. Why would Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Kyrie Irving,
Well, the thing
those
is,
big name guys, why would they want to come play on a team that's all right? I can sign anywhere, I can go play on a team that's basically ready to win right now.
The thing is, though, 2 years ago, Kyrie wanted to play with Jimmy.
But that team was on pace to be more than all right. That Jimmy Butler team was hooping. I mean, they went the distance with Bron.
Jimmy Butler was carrying.
And Kyrie and Jimmy, that would have been terrible together, first off. That would have been terrible together. Boy, them us would have had everybody on the bench mad. Would have been like, listen, y'all know we the only ones hooping out here, right? But the biggest thing for the Chicago Bulls, they build teams that's high and nobody wants to come. Nobody wants to be there. First off, you got to build a team that's spectacular because ain't nobody going to want to be in this cold. We don't want to be in this cold. And it ain't like in baseball where it's like, oh, I can leave in the winter. No, you got to be here in the winter months. And you got to drive to the stadium in your winter coat and hoop it up. No,
but you know what the thing is, though?
Sign to L.A.
You know what the thing is, though? I feel like that's partially because every mug that leaves the Bulls,
yeah,
I bet they're talking bad about them. They're talking bad about them. I feel like that's a legit statement to be made, especially after the Jimmy thing. You know, like Jimmy Word carry right around there like, hey, bro.
Jimmy,
like,
yeah, but Jimmy actually spoke highly.
Don't go here, Joakim. Like, you talking about former player, but these were former players that were great though.
Yeah.
These were former players that was great that's trashing out. Joakim falling out with the front office. Like,
I feel like Joakim can't fall out with nobody because, like, they paid him a lot of money when he had no kneecaps. So that's tough. That's tough for me.
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's tough for me.
I'm just saying.
But at the end of the day, fruitful or flop. That's the game we playing today. Fruitful or flop. Would you call what the Chicago Bulls did in free agency fruitful or a flop?
Well, right now it's a flop. If y'all got Boogie
ain't
then I'm
There's no more money left to go get Boogie.
Then I'm in the Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Y'all should still y'all trying. He's gonna take the mid level somewhere.
He probably ain't coming to Chicago. But this is the thing. I will say it's fruitful because the players you got definitely bolster your team. Stadaransky is a good player. He's a good shooter. He plays decent defense. Thaddeus Young is a good player. He's a good shooter. He plays decent defense. But it straps you because you went and paid Thaddeus Young $41 million.
I mean, it's like that. To be honest,
and this is my biggest point. I don't mean to cut you off. This is my biggest point. When the things that teams are saying, when they bring you in, when you bring a player in, what you want to hear? You want to hear this guy's been shooting this. He's a dominant player in the paint. He's got hops. You want to hear athleticism about him. I don't want to hear he's a great teammate. He's he's a great teammate. He doesn't get injured often. He's gonna be there for you. Like, that's not what I want to hear about my $41 million asset. It's just not. It's just not. I want to hear this mug is coming out to dominate. He's an underrated player who can do so much more. That's what I want to hear. Now, can Thaddeus Young live up to $41 million? Yeah, he was hooping last year. But right now, that's a lot of money for Thaddeus Young.
Man, the thing is, like I said last week, Bulls can make the playoffs. It just depends on the unlocking of Lloyd Marketing and Jim Boylan.
Yeah.
Jim Boylan.
100% depends on Jim Boylan.
This team, I feel like I'm comparing them to Milwaukee from the standpoint when Giannis Jabari and there was John Henson when they first. Yo, you wanna know what I just thought about low key?
Where John Henson at?
John Henson is low key still with them. So then you got Book, you got Robin, and then you got John Henson.
He don't play though. He retired, didn't he?
No, he just got hurt.
Oh, did he get hurt?
He
Didn't
got
they have
hurt.
a player that I thought they
And
had
he
a
got
player-
hurt at the beginning of the
Didn't
year.
they have a player that retired like middle of his career because he was like, I want to smoke weed. And
Larry
make paintings.
Sanders?
Larry Sanders. Larry Sanders was a hooper, bro. Hey, Larry Sanders was a decent little piece, and that mug left. He was like, I want to smoke weed and hoop. Or he's like, I want to smoke
every
weed
day.
and live my life and make paintings. I made enough money playing basketball. I was like, whoa. And you know what? Honestly, I look. The thing is, when you look around the NBA and see teams making smart decisions, that's when it hurts you. Now, if I look at the Knicks, I feel better.
Okay.
If I look at Phoenix, I feel better.
So, just for the record, so we off the Bulls. That's considered a flop.
I would say
fruitful.
I would say the team was fruitful. Their free agency was fruitful, but you overpaid. You overpaid. Your cap is not fruitful. Your cap is a flop right now. But I would say that the team is definitely the team is better with the team's bench is better. You gotta hope your starters hit. You gotta hope Zach can stay healthy, Larry can stay healthy, Wendell can stay healthy, Kobe White can play. Otto Porter Jr. keeps doing what he was doing. That's what you gotta hope for. Now, whether that happens or not, that's a whole different story.
I don't know, man.
But I would say fruitful for what they added to their bench, but they definitely overpaid for Thaddeus Young.
So, there's a couple of teams that I wanted to get to. First of all, since we all ready to the breeze,
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about a former Bull. Now,
How did I know this was coming?
I'm gonna go to Mike because I don't care what y'all say about him as a player. He can be the GOAT. I hear you on that. Him as a general manager and an executive,
Yeah, he's a pretty bad GM.
straight trash. Straight trash. Just straight trash. First of all, I'm not. Shout out to Kemba for going to get the bag. 4 years, 141 million. Shout out to Kemba for going to get the bag. But reportedly, you offered Kemba less than the 171 he was supposed to get.
Right.
Like, completely spit in his face. And then you tell everybody that you're not really trying to rebuild.
Right.
Like, so Terry Rozier is your point. Shout out to Terry for going to get the bag, but
Terry definitely went to get the bag.
Terry Rozier, Miles Bridges, what's going on?
And you lost Jeremy Lamb.
And you lost Jeremy Lamb, who by the way I think he's on Portland. Now, then you transition over to another bottom team, Phoenix. I just found out today you had the clear cap space to sign Ricky Rubio.
The thing that's dumb with Phoenix is they could have got D'Lo. They didn't want to make a move for D'Lo. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. They said they didn't want to make a move for D'Lo because they felt he would be a bad influence on Devin Booker.
On Devin Booker.
So you didn't want to go get one of the better scorers in the league, Mr. Ice Water in his veins himself.
That is a cold.
Because you thought he was going to negatively influence Devin Booker. Are y'all here to win or y'all here to...
Well, I mean, they clearly not here to win because they let go of T.J. Warren. So
there's so many things.
They let go of T.J. Warren.
And
they let go of and today they let go of Josh Jackson.
All right, so who? Did they?
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Yeah, Josh Jackson's on the Grizzlies now.
Ooh, that's a nice little pickup for the Grizz. Now here's my question. Whose free agency would be more of a failure? If the Lakers don't get Kawhi or the Knicks not getting anything? Because we really can't. Can we count AD as a free agency move? Not really.
Oh, okay. Well,
because the Lakers,
can I just do the Ringo's Red Hot Takes?
Oh, we're gonna get it in early then. Whatever.
Okay.
It's your boy Ringo
so,
G, and it's time for another
segment of Ringo's Red Hot Takes, baby. You already know what time it is.
So weird.
You already know what time it is. It's a hit. Don't hate. It's just out there now. Look, man. And I want you to chime in on this since we're talking about it.
Right.
Okay, so first off, I just it's like, do you want the good or the bad? Matter of fact, I'm gonna just start with the Lakers. Okay, I'm gonna just start with the Lakers. First off, I feel like they're messing up in a way because yes, you finally went out. You traded all your assets to New Orleans, who, by the way, they just got J.J. Redick, which they're going to be a really good team to watch next year. May be playoff bound. I don't know.
Possibly.
Possibly. So you traded away the whole farm just to get Anthony Davis. Now, with that being said, now you got Bron, AD, Kyle Kuzma, Troy Daniels, Jared Dudley. Right now, that's only like what 5 people on the roster. You still got 7 contracts that you got to fill out. Which now that you sat around waiting for Kawhi, like Kawhi's like the next great big hope.
Yeah.
You missed out.
And honestly, that's why I asked that question.
All the free agents. You missed out on all the free agents because now you playing this waiting game with Kawhi. You haven't spent no money. So when you sign Kawhi, it'll literally be like legit. Your starting lineup is whoever the point guard is.
Right.
Whoever the point guard is. Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James.
Did Rondo sign anywhere?
Anthony, no.
Probably gonna bring back Rondo.
No. I highly doubt that. I know, no, because my thing, I don't think they're gonna bring back Rondo simply because of the simple fact he didn't like the coaching staff that Luke Walton put together, and then this is just a makeshift coaching staff, so he definitely not bad about it.
Rondo and J. Kidd definitely speak the same language. I'm basically not acknowledging that Frank Vogel's the head coach.
Yeah, I'm really not either. I thought I was the only one.
Jay said they got to go fully undefeated in the first half of the season for him to keep his job. I'm like, they're gonna go 41-1, and he's gonna get fired. He'll be like, you got to go, bro. You gave up that loss, bro. You gave up that tough loss to Golden State there, buddy. We can't trust you.
But real talk, though. You sat there. So, like I said, whoever the point guard is, Kawhi, Bron, AD, and then whoever your center is.
Right.
And then if it's DeMarcus, that's really not a good look because it's not a healthy DeMarcus. So, and then the rest is just minimum pieces.
Right.
Then after that, they're kind of in a way at the same time they're kind of gonna screw the league because I would hate to be any type of fan that's coming to see it. Like my team's playing the Lakers. Oh yeah, well we're gonna sit Kawhi or LeBron and we're gonna have AD play this game with the rest of the minimum starters that's there.
Right.
Or we're gonna have LeBron play this game with the rest of the minimum starters that's there, and so on and so forth. Because they're not gonna play the whole 82. Kawhi, the last 2 seasons has been banged up. Bron's aging, so you know he's gonna need his 2 weeks, customary 2 weeks off. And AD, while he's great, he's really great. 26, 12, 2 blocks, can't deny it. Dude, get a hip flexor and I'm out. My hip, finger, whatever it is, he's out. So essentially, they screwing the league and they screwed themselves. Because if they don't get Kawhi, then you're talking about LeBron, AD. A whole bunch of minimum pieces. The Jazz, Nuggets, and everybody else is just on the rise, mind you.
Well, that's why I asked the question because if the Lakers don't get Kawhi, like you said, they missed out on everything, and you missed out on Kawhi,
like legit everything.
But the Knicks got nothing They got Taj Gibson. They got Julius Randle. So who had a worse offseason?
To be honest,
St. Nick and the Live Bulls did great. Great's a tough word. The Bulls did the best they could.
They did okay.
The Bulls did the best they could.
Anyway, but nah. To be honest, if it was up to me, I would say the AD deal was kind of fixed. Like, okay, like I'll get AD to LA. Here's a role in the movie. Oh yeah, and by the way, here's your number. LeBron could just wear 6.
Right.
Like that was kind of fixed. We already knew that was coming. But in actuality, you're right. If I'm anybody today, and I'm salty, I'm the Knicks and I'm salty. I'm the Knicks and I'm super salty. Reason being is because, like, you signed Taj Gibson, Julius Randle, Reggie Bullock, somebody else to go on R.J. Barrett, Kevin Knox, Alonzo Trier. Then you turn around.
Well, you still got what's his name? Who was the boy they drafted last year?
Kevin Knox. I said Kevin Knox.
Listen, I personally, I would say if the Lakers miss out on Kawhi and everything else,
if they do and he goes to the Clippers already got a ready-made whip.
I think the Clippers are already out. I think the Clippers aren't even in the conversation anymore.
For real?
Yeah, I think the Clippers.
You think so?
Jalen Rose. Listen, Jalen Rose be predicting some stuff. He, especially with Kawhi, he predicted the Kawhi was not going to play another game in San Antonio, and everybody laughed at him. I give Jalen Rose a lot of smoke, but he be right on some of the mugs. Jalen Rose got really good sources.
I don't. I mean, I still feel like the Clippers is in on it. But yeah, if I'm definitely the next, reason being is because first off, let me get this out the way right now. You was in position to get KD and Kyrie, but what messed them up was the fact that one, Kyrie didn't want to go to the Knicks, and then two, KD got hurt. I feel like if KD didn't get hurt, they probably would have been. They maybe would have been in a Knick. But the fact that he got hurt, Kyrie had all the leverage in that situation. It's Brooklyn, and I'm not. And I just came to realize
I don't think so.
James Dolan and all them, like, you really don't know what you're doing. For you to really come out and say that, oh yeah, we wasn't finna offer KD the full max.
I feel like that was KD, like you got to save a little face after KD.
Bro,
you know what it is? It's just like Stephen A. said.
That's something that you don't release though.
No, you know what it is? It's just like Stephen A. said. Imagine Mike Trout. Imagine for us, because it's Chicago. Imagine Mike Trout said, I want to come to Chicago. And you as a Cubs fan just know he talking about the Cubs. You just know he want to come play with Chris Bryant and Anthony Rizzo. And
that would have been a rip.
And all of a sudden he just like, nah, I want to go play with Tim Anderson.
I would have been hurt. I would have been so
That's hurt. Knicks fans and the Knicks right now. The Knicks was hurt when KD said, and when KD and Kyrie said, nah, I'm trying to go play in Brooklyn. I ain't trying to play in New York. But this is why I say the Madison Square Garden not the Mecca of basketball, y'all. Not the Mecca. Madison Square Garden ain't got that allure like it used to. Don't nobody want to go play there. Don't nobody want to go play for the Knicks.
But then I feel so bad right now because at the same time, Knicks fans, like, it's finna be a whole bunch of bandwagon Knicks fans coming out of nowhere just chanting, Nets fans, Brooklyn.
You know what, though? The Nets got a nice little, the Nets, I understand Nets fans because Nets fans be like Bulls fans, or not Bulls fans, they be like Sox fans. I'm not coming to see you if you trash.
See, like the
Bulls fans,
they hold up their end of the bargain.
Bulls
on
fans,
that.
I'm not paying money. I get free tickets to go see the Bulls if I'm going. Like, when you trash, I'm talking about Brooklyn Nets trash, like how it was after Paul Pierce and that. I'm not going to see that.
God.
I'm not going to see that.
Oh my God. No, but the thing
is, this Bulls team, I wouldn't watch them because they're young. Like they got a nice young team. They got young pieces. Look, St. Nick and Alive. We got a young core, which is probably better than most young cores. We're not in a position to be chasing top shelf free agents. You can't chase what don't want to come. There's no top shelf free agent that's looking at Chicago and saying, yeah, that's where I want to be. The people that's from here don't want to be here. At no point did Anthony Davis say, I want to come home.
Derrick Rose went to the Pistons.
Derrick Rose.
That's how you know
Bulls
he
might
don't
not
wanna
offer
come
them anything though. But Derrick Rose went to the Pistons, and I can't root for him no more. I'm so sad.
I'm
so sad.
The thing is like, but it's kind of like you said, real talk though. If Mike Trout or Bryce Harper would have went down and said, "Oh yeah, I'm considering the Cubs,"
Well,
and then
honestly, Bryce Harper's a good example because he did that.
Yeah. But if he would have went and said, "I wanted to go play for the Sox,"
Yeah.
I would be so depressed. I would have been depressed. The fact that you lost to him, and then it's not even that. The fact that they're 20 minutes away.
20 minutes.
20 minutes away.
Look, it ain't like they. It ain't like they. You never got to see them. You got to see them 4 times this shit.
Like you got to see them 4 times this year.
You got to see them. Kevin Durant is gonna be in your building dropping buckets on you.
Like,
but not this year, but next year. Now. Since we're talking about the Brooklyn Nets, that's an interesting one to me. And I had brought this up to you last night. I don't know how you feel about it, but I wanna offer this up to the audience. How would you grade what Brooklyn did? Because and let me say this before I would, when you look at the contracts for what the Brooklyn Nets did. KD's not playing next year. He got a 4-year deal.
Mind you, they took less than the max.
Right.
Both of them took less than the max. So they still got cap space.
Right. He's got a 4-year deal, though. 1 year he can't play. 1 year he's going to be recovering from an Achilles for probably most of the season. So that means you probably got 2 years of good KD, of legit KD. I'm talking about. I'm not talking about hobbled. Of 100% KD, you got 2 years. Kyrie never stays healthy. You know how I feel about Kyrie, and I've said it on here. I said to anybody here, if Kyrie Irving don't hit that shot, he will be looked at just like D Rose is. Why he always hurt when we need him? Because how many finals was he out?
It's not even that. My thing.
He was out that whole playoff run too. Didn't he just come back for the finals?
Huh?
The year they won in Cleveland, he only came back for the finals.
No,
right?
he was healthy that time. No, he was healthy. The third time around when they got there, he was healthy the whole time. The first time they got there, he was playing in the finals hurt.
Well, the first time they got there, he was hurt through the whole playoffs. He sat out a bunch of games.
Yeah.
Then he played in the finals, and he really wasn't anything. The second time when they won, I think he was hurt a lot. No, the first time he ended up sitting out.
Nah, the first time.
One of them times he sat out the whole finals. He didn't play.
It might have been the first year because that's when he. But no, because he busted. That had to be the second year because he busted his kneecap the first year in the finals.
When did they win? Was it the third year they won?
It was the third year they won.
They stopped him from repeating. So yeah, it was the first year. The second year he was hurt too. And then the third year he was hurt, but he was finally. But I say all that to say, the boy ain't never healthy. Ain't been healthy a year.
And the thing is, like
how would you grade? I want to know from the audience. I want to know how would you grade what the Brooklyn Nets did? Honestly, on paper it looked great. On paper it looked like an A+.
Oh look, no, on paper that straight looked like an A++ because. When I tell you the roster's deep already and they don't even got KD, it's like the roster's so deep.
But in reality, it's a roster that can win without Kyrie and KD.
Not without. They'll be able to make some noise in the playoffs.
Is it a roster that can compete without Kyrie and KD?
Oh yeah, they can compete.
They
can't contend, but they can definitely compete.
So you what? 6, 7 seed?
6. Nah, I honestly with them 5th.
But maybe. I'm saying you can't count on Kyrie to be there the whole season. You hope he's there for the playoffs. You can't count on it, though. And you definitely can't count on him to lead your team to be better.
Bro, I'm not with
Kyrie a leader?
Bro.
Kyrie a leader.
Bro.
So Kyrie is a leader. Bro. I'm just saying.
So you trying to tell me you putting everything that happened in Boston on him?
I'm putting a lot of it on him. You know why? Because the year before when Kyrie wasn't there, when the egos wasn't there.
This has
Hold on.
Okay, no.
Hold on.
I understand that.
When Kyrie wasn't there, how far did they get?
When Kyrie wasn't there, they got to the Eastern Conference. One game from the finals.
You dang right.
Okay. But look, my rebuttal was this. Nobody's going to sit up there, come back, and yes, Terry Rozier was feeling himself. The fact that Terry Rozier was feeling himself, nobody's going to come back and tell me what to do after I just helped them get to the Eastern Conference Finals. And then on top of that, you taking minutes away. I'm not saying that Kyrie didn't have nothing to do with it, but you taking minutes away from Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown because you wanted to put Gordon Hayward in the lineup when everybody clearly saw he was not ready. He didn't start looking like himself until they got to the second round of the playoffs.
Agreed.
He didn't start looking at himself.
I think there was some bad decisions made, but down the stretch, Jason Tatum was in the game. Down the stretch, your guys that you needed to be there was in the game, including Kyrie Irving, who looked shook.
I mean,
looked shook in the play.
Yeah,
he looked like he was done playing by game 2. He looked like he was like, yeah, I'm out of here. Yeah, this ain't working for me.
I mean,
I can't, no, fam. You can't count on them to lead your team. You can't count on them to be healthy for your team, fam. I'm telling you.
If Muggs and I'm gonna keep saying this, like, you can put together all the super teams you want to put together.
Yeah.
You can put together all the super teams you want to put together. Shoot, you could drop a fantasy lineup where it's Isaiah Thomas, Scottie Pippen, and Jordan. If it ain't no respect factor there, it's not going to work.
But there would be. And that's the
thing.
This is the thing.
No, because they're both on record saying that they don't like Isaiah.
Well, don't nobody like Isaiah Thomas, except his teammates.
Right. So what? So
no,
it won't work.
I'm talking, but this is the thing. You respect game.
Bro.
You gonna respect the game, and this the thing. Isaiah Thomas was a leader.
No, he was.
Isaiah Thomas was a leader.
That he was.
That's the difference. Kyrie never proved he was a leader.
But you don't
Say Nick, Kyrie's still getting paid for saving LBJ in the finals. Facts. He can't. Let me not say that. He can't hoop. Let's not get smoked.
Kyrie?
Kyrie is a hooper.
Kyrie,
and Muggs come at me for this. I don't know why, because it's a stupid argument to me, but whatever. Kyrie got the nastiest handles the NBA ever seen.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Muggs be sitting there like, you ain't never watch AI? They be like, you too young to watch AI. I'll watch AI.
You had to pave way for the greats. Like, if there was no AI, there wouldn't be Kyrie, period.
Agreed, because AI had... And at his time, AI definitely had the best handles in the game. But Kyrie different, bro.
I wish somebody would.
Kyrie different, bro.
Bro, because that's that New York...
Kyrie different, bro.
Brooklyn, I'm hoping at the Rucker and Dykeman.
Bro.
Every summer,
Kyrie
like,
handles just different, but this the thing: you can't count on him to lead. You can't count on him to be there when you need him. You just can't.
And then too, the other thing is, like, he got traded there. That wasn't his preferred destination. Like,
talking about Boston?
Yeah.
Well, he did want to go there. They pretty much sent him to the team he wanted to be at. They tried to make something happen with the Bulls, but they knew it wasn't gonna happen. But they pretty much sent him to the team he wanted to be at.
It's like,
but with Kyrie, so in my opinion, this season is a wash.
What, for the Nets?
For the Nets. So
I don't feel like it is.
My grade for the Nets is a B-, and I say that because of the names. If it wasn't for that, I'd give you a C+.
Nah,
because you just paid. Think of the money you just paid these players. How much did KD get? 181?
KD, no, he signed for less than the max, bro. So technically, it's gonna come out to like, I want to say 174, but these months got endorsements outside of that.
Well, of course, I ain't even talking about. I'm talking about the hit on the cap. I ain't talking about endorsements.
I don't know. I think it's 181.
I believe it's 181, and then I think Kyrie got like 164.
But it's KD. Kyrie.
But KD ain't there next year at all. He's done.
So you trying to tell me they can't compete, period?
I'm not telling you they can't compete, but what is competing and contending is two different words.
They can't contend.
Hold up. The Bulls can compete.
No.
Contend, no.
You got to
no.
The Nets can contend. Bro,
No.
look at the roster in totality.
I bet you Kyrie play 50 games.
Bro.
And I'm not wishing injury on him, but I'm just telling you how his body has held up while he's been in the NBA.
Bro, look at the roster in totality. You're looking at a roster of freaking Kyrie Irving, Joe Harris, and I don't know, it could change. Kyrie Irving, Joe Harris,
Right.
Taurean Prince. I don't know who that 4-man is. DeAndre Jordan, bench, Spencer Dinwiddie, Alan Crabb, Karis LeVert, Wilson Chandler, and Jared Allen. And it even goes deeper than that.
But fam.
And they still got money left over.
So you telling me
This roster can compete.
I want to ask you. With Kyrie, yes. With Kyrie, can they compete? Yes. They not gonna contend. They gon' beat out.
Bro, you legit have not one,
Boston don't
two,
take a step back.
But two.
Boston don't take a step back.
They don't.
No,
they don't.
You just added Kemba.
They don't. Bro, Kemba is literally. Kemba is not. Kemba is the poor man's version of Kyrie, even though that's still a good version of Kyrie.
Kemba Walker is the poor man's version of Kyrie.
Bro, they literally listen to me, bro. They literally got the same game. Kyrie does everything better than what Kemba does.
I don't
Plus,
agree.
I'm not finna bank.
I don't disagree that Kyrie is a better all-around player. I don't disagree with you. But Kemba is his own. I'm not saying a poor man's. And this is why. This is why. Kemba Walker ain't been in a situation where he could say something.
Yeah, I mean,
he been the leader.
He can say something now. He been a leader.
He been the leader. Who else been on his team?
Bro,
he been the number one option on his team for how many years?
Bro, I'm telling you this right now. I'm not even saying that he's a leader. I mean, I'm not even saying that he's not a leader. But if you look at it, I'm not finna bank on somebody that's been shooting 42% his whole career. Like, you at the end of the day, I told you, in order for them to be great, they got to get a range of Jason Tatum. I ain't even trying
to. Kemba ain't got to come in and be the number one. Kemba coming in to be an offensive asset. Why he got to be number one? You know Jason Tatum is the best player on that team.
Yeah, but I honestly, I'm looking at, bro.
Kemba don't even give off that vibe.
You didn't retain Horford. I mean, okay.
Fam,
look at the starting lineup.
How much was you gonna have to pay Horford?
Fam, look. I still would have paid him. So, cause now
and Horford opted out. It ain't they couldn't retain him. He didn't. Want it.
They wanted a new deal. They wanted a new deal.
Yeah, but I mean, he knew it was. Listen,
bro.
Listen. I feel like we got these out here.
They taking a step back.
You telling me they take a step back.
They taking a step back.
Boston takes a
simply
step back.
Because Horford isn't there anymore. It's
so
like
how many? Let's look at their record. I want to see how many fewer games you think they lose. Because I mean, honestly, like, what did you lose? You lost Kyrie.
What did they win? Like 50 something. I'm not saying. Man, I'm not saying that they're not gonna be a good regular season team. They're gonna be a good regular season team, but at the same time, bro.
Fam, if you get out the second round, you did better.
I'm legit.
If you get out of the second round, you did better,
bro.
Because Boston didn't even do that.
They're finna be stuck in the second round.
49-33. How many more games you think they lose?
Bro, that's legit like a 44-win team.
Wow. In the East. That's
a 44-win team.
Wow, you sleep.
That's a 44-win
I can't wait to watch next season. Oh, I can't wait to watch next season. Because y'all put confidence in names.
Bro,
y'all not putting confidence in what you see on the floor. Kyrie Irving in names look great.
I'm not putting confidence in what I see on the floor.
Kyrie Irving looked great. How many games did Kyrie miss last year?
Bro.
How many games did Kyrie miss last year? Wasn't he hurt again last year?
Not a lot.
Like always.
How many games did he miss last year?
I gotta find it. I'm just saying.
Bro.
I'm just saying.
Bro, I'm putting. Jason Tatum is literally on record saying that you could have traded him to New Orleans.
Yeah, he didn't want to be there with Kyrie. Nobody did.
Bro.
Nobody on that team did.
It was the fact that they were taking minutes away from him, and Brad
You know
Stevens
why? 'Cause he
is
knows.
still Brad Stevens is still not giving Jason Tatum the reins, bro.
They not gonna use Gordon as much, and even if they do, Gordon, the season.
No,
The
they're
season-
gonna have to because now he's fully back.
Hold up, right? But the season Gordon just had is what KD's gonna have his second year. A better version. KD top 3, so a better version.
And his better version is
But-
still 23 a game.
Agreed, but top KD, fam, you not gonna dominate these mugs like you think.
Now, I'm not saying that the Nets is gonna make the finals.
But that's a success. You just paid KD and Kyrie. That's your measure
But-
of success is how
but-
many NBA
bro.
finals do we get to? That's it.
Well,
That's it. When
Hey,
LeBron
guy-
came to Miami, would you have been happy if they just kept making the Eastern Conference Finals? You'd have called that a failure.
No, I would have been. No, the reason why I would have been
You would've
pissed.
called it a failure.
No, look, the reason why I would have been pissed is because of the simple fact the only competition that we had was the Bulls.
Okay, but you would have called that a failure.
If we wasn't making the finals, that means the Bulls was playing Boston every year.
Agreed, but you would have called that a failure. Bringing in Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving,
all three of
the
them,
only measure of success.
All three of them at the same time. Yeah, I would have been mad because of the simple fact D-Wade was still the top 5 player.
Right, but Kyrie and Kevin Durant, bringing them into New York, your only measure of success is how many NBA Finals do you make. That's it. You bringing in a top 3, in my opinion, probably the best player in the game.
No, because nobody's gonna say that until next year. Nobody's gonna say that until next year.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So for what my whole point is for what the Nets did.
Because they're gonna make the Eastern Conference. Because I guarantee you,
my whole point is what the Nets did. They paid all that money to Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, and I'm not calling that an A+ move because you don't have them for basically all. You got Kyrie, but you don't have Kevin for this year. Kyrie ain't doing it by himself. We've seen Kyrie by himself. That never works.
But they got other scorers.
He had other scorers in Boston. Jason Tatum ain't a scorer. Jaylen Brown ain't a scorer. Gordon Hayward was hurt. Terry Rozier ain't a scorer. Al Horford don't score. Come on, bro. Al
Horford is a 14-a-game scorer. Jason Tatum is literally a 22-point per game scorer. Nobody knows it yet.
We've seen him with talent, and he did not compete with it.
Bro, but that's not his fault.
Fam.
You taking away minutes.
No, because
you taking away minutes.
You Kyrie Irving, you come in with that big energy. You come in with that I'm the man energy. That's what he came in with, 100%. I just came off winning the NBA Finals. I've been to the championship 3 or 4 times. I'm the man. That's the energy you walk in the room with.
He got hurt. Boom.
So what?
He got hurt. Boom.
So what?
But that makes a big difference. I'm telling you that makes a big difference.
You can't rely on him.
Bro, no, yes you can. Yes you can. No, yes you can because when he's there, there's no debating. He's probably either the second or third best player on the floor. Non-debatable.
When he's there, yes.
Non-debatable.
When Tracy McGrady was healthy, Tracy McGrady was the best shooting guard in the NBA.
Listen to what I'm saying. All right, I'm gonna put it to you like this. So, we on the Bulls, right? I come in. I come from Miami. We just came off a chip. You sitting there, you backing me up. You come out, you drop 20 a game. I'm still hurt on the bench, out for the rest of the season. You get us to one game within the finals. I come back, you telling me that you're not feeling yourself?
Yes, I'm feeling myself.
And even though
you can't then have that energy of I'm telling you what to do.
But
you ain't my leader.
Bro, exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make. You just made my point bro. there's no way we're gonna be a cohesive unit if I come back and everybody's fully healthy and I'm not getting the cooperation that I need out of the rest of the pieces.
You blaming the rest of the team, not Kyrie.
The essential. No, I'm not saying that Kyrie don't got nothing to do with it. Cause yes, it is somewhat of a leadership standpoint, but everybody. It's just like the concept. Everybody, all in, all hands on deck. Next man up. Strength in numbers, bro. If nobody's giving me the same energy, like we can come in and we can make it to the finals after me and Gordon come back healthy.
You gotta get
what are we even?
You gotta
exactly.
Get Muggs on board.
Oh my God.
You gotta get Muggs.
But
on
at
board.
the same time, he has to buy in.
I know why he got that energy, because in the fourth quarter, LeBron went and sat down and didn't say nothing to his team.
Bro,
I know why he got that energy. I know why he got. I mean, I'm just saying. I was actually just trying to get a dig in at LeBron. I ain't had nothing to do with it. But Kyrie, if you a leader, and this is one thing, I don't give the Bulls credit for much. I don't give them credit for anything, really. I give Jim Boylan credit for one thing. He lost his locker room, and when you lose your locker room, it's usually over in the NBA. You done. He got that locker room back. I don't know what he did. All of a sudden, the players believe in Jim Boylan. I don't know what's going on. But all of a sudden, but that's what a leader does. I'll give him credit on that. He did something that got his team to rock with him again. If Kyrie Irving came in there with that energy of I'm the best player on the court and his team looked at him like, no.
I guarantee you he don't do that though.
I bet you he do.
I guarantee.
He came to Boston.
Bro. So you can't. So you trying to tell me? You trying to tell me?
Said I needed to go to my own team to lead them. Basically saying I need to take y'all to the promised land. Y'all can't get there by yourselves. I'll bet you Boston. I bet you Boston gotta have a better season than Brooklyn.
That's not all the lies they tell.
I'll bet you Boston have a better season than Brooklyn. Who want the smoke?
All the lies they tell. I'll take bets on that.
We don't gamble, so.
I mean, I'll get in on
sandwich
that.
Sandwich bet.
Anyway, but I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Like, you literally up here trying to tell me that you can't learn from past mistakes, basically.
I'm not saying that, but listen, look at Kyrie's history. Look at Kyrie when he was by himself before LeBron.
Improved win percent before LeBron got there, bro.
Don't tell me don't improve win percentage. No.
Yes, it does.
They won 7 games. You can't do nothing but improve.
You went from 7 wins to 14 wins to 25. To 25.
So you telling me the next season there was a playoff team?
Bro, it's all about building and growing. I'm not saying that there was a playoff team, but you could tell that he had a handle on the squad.
Yeah, but no, they was still trash.
Bro,
they was still trash, and everybody looked at it. We looked at it just like Colin Sexton. Dang, he kind of a bucket. That's a bad team. That's a really bad team. He can get his, but can't nobody else get theirs. He ain't moving the ball. He ain't. That's bad. That's what we saw last year in Boston. He did not. You got to bring your team in. And I think it's going to be the same thing in Brooklyn. When people show you what they are, believe them. When people show you what they are, believe them.
You can change tendencies, bro.
But, bro, you don't change personality.
I don't think I got to make personality.
Basically. I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. I sandwich bet.
What's up?
Brooklyn will definitely not have a better record than Boston next year.
The lies. I'm with that.
All right, Mr. Sub. It's a Mr. Sub on the line. It's a Mr. Sub on the line. Talk about King Sub.
Say less.
You know what I'm talking
No,
about?
but
there's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know.
I'm not right. So in my opinion, what this all boils down to, in my opinion, the Nets just did what Boston just got done doing.
Right.
You're paying for 2 years of service pretty much. Your contending years are going to be year 3 and year 4 of these contracts. I'm not saying they can't never contend, but I'm saying you basically losing 2 years.
What is the problem with them trying to contend now?
There isn't one, but are you going to?
They don't have a contender right now?
No.
So you trying to tell me
without Kevin Durant, they're not a contender.
You trying to tell? Oh my Lord.
They're not. They're not.
They're
not. Okay, what is Kyrie Irving about to add that D'Lo didn't do?
Bro, first of all, he adds some sort of defense.
Not much.
Not
much.
Some sort of defense.
Not much.
Some sort of
If you're telling
defense.
me he add that much more defense, that's what. But what is he really? Realistically, you got the same team as last year, but you got D'Lo. KD ain't playing, or you don't got D'Lo. KD ain't playing.
Bro,
You got no KD next year. What does Kyrie Irving add that D'Lo didn't do last year? D'Lo facilitated the ball well. D'Lo was a walking bucket. He really didn't play no defense, but
he ain't putting no weed in Arizona cans though.
right. You know what I'm talking? Like, what really is Kyrie Irving gonna add to this team?
Nah, I mean, to me, man, it's just basically like
Baki and the live, what's good, bro?
if I put everything together and look at it at face value, bro, there's no way that I can't say this team can't contend. Especially because
Contend. You compete.
But look though, I feel like Muggs just sleep on. And Muggs is talking about a point guard. I still don't know to this day, how y'all let Spencer Dinwiddie slip. Y'all need a point guard. I mean, I'm just saying.
Windy City Bulls. Right there,
Nah, but I mean, you literally got two walking buckets in Spencer Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert.
Agreed.
Jared Allen was the leading shot blocker in the league last year. DeAndre Jordan is a starter. Can still give you really, really good quality minutes.
Agreed.
And can shoot his free throws. So guess what?
That was wild.
And
let's be honest. The wildest thing from last season was DeAndre Jordan being able to shoot free throws. Let's stop with the mess.
That is true. But yeah, like, bro, it's no way that they can't. You got good vets. Wilson Chandler, Ed Davis, DeAndre will get some of the young guys right. I mean, these mugs, this roster right now tells me not only is we ready to take New York, but like we ain't here for
first off,
we ain't here for play
New
in
York
Brooklyn.
was taken last year. Like there was never anything
that's
to
all
take.
I'm saying.
There was
Now-
never anything to take. Baki said, honestly, I believe both Celtics and Nets will have similar records. Because it's the Bulls, y'all know they leave and be good somewhere else. Oh, that's what he said about Spencer Dinwiddie.
Oh.
That's true though. That's true.
Nah, but
my thing is, so you named all of that. They did all that last year. They were great. They were tops. With D'Lo, what does Kyrie add that instantly makes you a contender? Because they wasn't a contender last year with D'Lo. What'd they go in as? The 6th seed? 5th seed? 6th seed, right?
I think fifth, yeah.
5th or 6th, something like that. They weren't a contender last year. Nobody would have thought they were a contender. So what does Kyrie Irving by himself add that D'Lo didn't do?
Bro, like the man is just.
You going off his name? No. What skill?
Like,
what scoring? What defense?
I'm pretty sure he's capable of being a leader. Plus, I mean, like, you got other good vets. It's just not him.
Year.
Bro.
You literally
Nobody. You just said it before we got up. Ain't nobody checking for Jared Dudley.
They not first off at all. But Jared Dudley was trying to get so much smoke.
Ain't nobody checking for Jared Dudley, bro.
That mess was so funny. He was trying to like actually talk junk, and it was like, I forgot you were in the league. Honestly, I thought you were Charlie Villanueva walking around the smoke. All my life I want money and power.
Respect my man.
Hey, but honestly, you basically just did a point guard swap. This season alone, you just did a point guard swap because you don't got KD, so you traded D'Lo for Kyrie. What does Kyrie add that D'Lo didn't give?
Bro, straight leadership, bro.
He definitely don't add that.
Why?
He ain't led nobody.
Why?
So you banking on something that ain't even happened. That's your argument.
Bro,
for
people can change tendencies.
Stop, bro. Stop. You done.
I'm not.
You done. You in the corner. The ref calling off the fight. You done.
You done. You have to understand, bro. You have to understand, bro. It's a straight up respect factor, bro. Damn. I'm trying to tell. That matters when you putting these teams together, bro.
So you don't think them players respected D-Lo when he was carrying them night in and night out?
Bro, I think they played tough, and D-Lo was the only one that could get them a clutch bucket.
Okay. So what does Kyrie add?
Well, Spencer could get them a clutch bucket too.
What does Kyrie add?
Like,
what does he really add that D-Lo didn't do?
Bro,
I'm just saying. Honestly, I'm not trying to like make you look goofy or nothing. Like, but honestly, what does
I know you're not.
What D-Lo? 23? We said 23-7.
What the numbers?
Yeah, his numbers last year 23-7 and probably 4 or 5.
Yeah, but you can also
Kyrie's
tell.
Gonna get 28.
But look. The other reason why too is because that was D-Lo's first time in the playoffs.
Agreed. I'm not talking about in the playoffs. I'm just talking about season through. Kyrie's probably gonna average 26, 27 points a game. He's probably gonna average about 8 assists.
Bro, I'm telling you, they're gonna be better than they was last year, and it's not just on him, bro. It's just on the other pieces too. But while we on the subject, since we're on the subject of D-Lo, the Warriors.
That's so stupid. It's not stupid because Klay's out and Klay's probably gonna be out for a minute. You gotta have somebody else in there that can't. D-Lo can't shoot, but you know how they gonna play it, and this was a lot of us ain't gonna be ready for this. D-Lo gonna play on the ball. Steph is off ball all season,
and it's finna be wild.
Steph is off.
It's finna be wild. He finna get buckets.
You know who finna eat?
Steph,
because you know what? Kevin Durant leaving, let's be honest, Steph had to concede them buckets. He did. He just did. Like, he had to be like, yeah, all right, I let Kevin shoot. He's one of the. I can't argue like he's the best player in the league right now. Like, I can't argue that. He's got to have the ball in his hand. Let's see, Baki, what you say? I don't know about Kyrie leading anymore. That Celtics thing showed a lot. I'm telling you, these mugs stop playing with me.
Off for 1 year, bro. Off for really 1 year.
So you think he ain't say nothing to them boys that whole first season? He was just sitting there just goofy?
Bro.
He didn't say nothing to him?
Bro. The dude was hurt.
Yeah.
So you got 1 year. One year,
thing.
Bro.
The Warriors got him
I'm
to
telling
keep
you.
him away from the Lakers. You know what, though?
I said that, too.
That's the best take. Shout out Saint Nick.
Hey, man.
That is absolutely right.
Good job, man.
That is absolutely right. But you know what? He is going to, if you got Steph off ball, you got D-Lo on the ball, it's going to work. It's going to play out.
I feel like it's going to be a decent lineup.
Now, do you trade him?
You can't flip him for that kind of money.
Oh, yeah, I bet you can.
So
I bet you it's a team.
I told you yesterday. The Bulls
money. It ain't gonna be the Bulls.
The Bulls gonna flip him.
It ain't gonna be the Bulls.
Bulls gonna flip him.
Your team.
I mean, if we do, I'm fine with that. Cause then
Miami Heat
we got D-Lo, we got Jimmy. We done shared a sign. By the way, thank you, Portland. You'll see what I'm talking about in the playoffs. You'll see what I'm talking about in the playoffs. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate
the quilted quicker picker up.
They really look good on paper, but you'll see what I'm talking about in the playoffs. The minute they get into practice,
ain't nobody giving Cantor no love, man.
He's on Boston, by the way.
Oh, he got signed up by Boston.
Yeah,
I ain't peeped that. Did that happen today?
Yeah, yesterday.
I didn't peep that. Okay, I was like, ain't nobody giving Cantor no love. Ooh, you telling me Boston? No, what? I don't know why Ennis Cantor got me hype.
Cantor don't play D. Cantor don't play D.
What?
Cantor don't play D.
Cantor be up in there. Stop.
But look though, I just wanted to take this time out to really thank Portland for taking him off our books.
Yeah.
Cause you gonna see what I'm talking about later. And it might not be right now.
Yeah.
And I might not be doing training camp. But the dude is soft. And he's gonna cry. Anyway. With that being said, we shared his money.
Would you say that to his face, though?
Nigga, that is a 7 foot. That is a 7 foot one.
All I say is when you talk junk about
265.
All I'm saying when you talk junk about Muzz, keep that energy.
I'm saying I want the smoke because at the end of the day, like the only thing you could do is prove me wrong. Like he has his moments, but. He was projected to be really good, like a diamond in the rough. Like nobody found him, and we just picked him up. Like dude was on the Kings, dominating defensively, but the dude could never just put it together. Now, with that being said, we said his contract. Now, if we do, and the Warriors wind up taking Dragic, now we got Jimmy. I mean, we got D'Lo. Jimmy is finally on the Heat. Finally, even though I'm so sad to see that we let go of Josh Richardson. I really hated that.
Somebody had to go.
But finally got Jimmy. Then we got Justice. Still got Kelly. Yeah. And now we got Miles Leonard. Miles Leonard showed me something. I was a little hype on Miles Leonard when he was in Portland.
Miles Leonard,
but it's just, I mean, like I said, this wasn't about Miami gaining players.
Right.
This free agency, this was more about us shedding money. So like whatever we could do to share money, like we did it.
Yeah.
So, I mean. Shout out Pat Riley, because I think now like we getting back to where we was getting to before, when all this mess happened with Chris Bosh, because that's all where it started.
All the main event is back. Bull should have gotten Dragon Bender.
bro, what is up?
Hey, the main event is Dragon Bender, bro. Stop playing.
What is up with because I heard Dragon Bender done tossed around so many times, but
it's just been him. It's Dragon Bender. Dragon Bender is the main event, bro. He want to come to Chicago.
He gotta be.
He want to come to Chicago. Shout out to you, bro.
Really
Shout out to you, Dragon, for joining the line.
He did. He definitely KD in that joint, though.
Damian Estrada, Bull should have gotten D-Rose and Butler back. Nah, 2010 was a long time ago, bro.
First of all, if you wasn't finna pay Jimmy Butler the max, you wasn't gonna do it now. And D-Rose just, I believe
what if they did that though? They flipped him from Minnesota to Minnesota, and then they bring him back. And bring back.
Then that's a whip.
I'd be dead, bro. Minnesota basically failed Thibs. And then they bring Thibs back in as the coach. Thibs had a master plan the whole time.
I'm back. What you thought this was?
I'm back with a vengeance. What you thought this was?
Nah, but
best record in the East. We playing Charlotte last game of the season. Everybody playing 48 minutes. Coach, you can't play everybody 48 minutes. We got overtime.
Nah, but I honestly feel like the big losers this free agency is Minnesota. Like
Minnesota,
like Cat is over there by his lonely now.
Because he's Cat. That's his fault. Be better. Do better. As it was told to me by one of my journeyman electricians, do better. Start playing defense. Stop being soft. Like, listen, I'll tell him that.
Like,
let me meet him. I'll be like, hey, Cat, nice to meet you. You know, I really, I think offensively you're really good, man. I think you disappear in the playoffs.
Like,
sorry.
22 and 13. He averaged 25 and 13. And
just in the playoffs, bro.
I just don't understand, like, one thing that I don't understand, which, like, really be tripping me out sometimes, is the fact, like, to me, and I tell people this all the time, to me, if I was a rookie, I know that, like, I got a solidified place. Like, I'm out here getting buckets, like Cat, a Devin Booker, like. And then they come to me, and this is about, my third year in the league, and they come to me with that, yo, we'll give you a 5-year extension, 170, 180 million. Like, if I'm already seeing that the team around me is not good, I'm not taking that money, bro. I can't take that money, bro.
You say that, bro, but that's $180 million, bro.
Nah, but at the same time, still, like, I'll be on the last year of my deal.
I mean, yeah, you could have got out of that, but I mean, at that time, you know what? I'll never begrudge anybody for trying to win a championship.
But that's still a lot of. See what mugs don't realize, and I don't fault KD for doing this. Was it's $221 million. How can you walk away from 220? Listen, bro. It's not about the money, bro. It's about the
It's not about the money when you got the money. When you sign a $180 million contract, you can walk away from some money. And
if I'm still a rookie, though, I'm still walking away just because of the simple fact, like, if I sign that deal, I'm going to still be, 24? By the time I get out of my next deal, I'm going to still be in the prime of my contract. That take me to 27.
You don't know how it's going to work out, man. You don't know how it's
going to work out. You know, but that's only what I would do. That's only what I do. Because at the end of the day, like, to me, money can't buy you happiness. So,
I mean, yeah, I agree with you, but it can buy a lot of other things.
True. True. Like,
hey, man.
I ain't finna be walking around with no absurd amounts.
Right. Listen, you gonna pay me $190 million to dribble a basketball? I see you at the bank.
Man, listen, if you pay me $2 million,
You pay me to be the water boy. I see you at the bank. But let's see.
Bull
Some
should've
last
signed
minute
AD.
comments. Bull should have signed AD. Psh, I wish. Saint Nick, but honestly, Phoenix lost the free agency. How can you not get D'Lo? Booker gonna want to trade soon. Oh God, Bulls fans, let's dream all around the world that Devin Booker, man, one day want to trade. And
Please.
Phoenix is stupid enough to be like, we'll take Zach LaVine off your hands for Devin Booker. Please!
That would just make your day, wouldn't it?
Oh,
that was.
Oh, if the Bulls got Devin Booker.
Hey, y'all don't really understand. See, I feel like this. If Kobe was an actual bucket, y'all don't really understand how good Devin Booker is, because y'all not up to watch the games. Like,
I be watching Devin Booker.
the dude be dropping 60,
Devin Booker.
and that'd be like half the team points.
Devin Booker be dropping
Every
stupid,
time. Dude is like really a walking bucket, and nobody knows it.
Fam, nobody knows it. One, because the games are no, it's not even about staying up late, because you know what? I'll stay up to watch Golden State. I enjoy watching Golden State.
But that's Golden State.
No, I used to stay up to watch Steve Nash and Phoenix. It's the NBA, bro. You staying up for West Coast basketball. I ain't staying up to watch you get smoked. Y'all in the game with 70 points. Devin Booker got 60 of them. He says Zach would be better than Booker. On that note, main event, Dragon Bender, whichever one you are. You wilding right now?
Not KD, but it's KD.
Right. We're not KD,
Not
but it's KD.
KD, but it's KD.
We gonna get up out of here, man. We appreciate all of y'all for joining the live, man. Especially you, Dragon Bender. Let's see one more. How do you feel if the Bulls would have signed Lonzo? I mean,
I'm telling
we've had
you,
this conversation.
I'm
Check
telling
out a
you.
previous video. I'm not on board for the Lonzo thing. He's
The
all for it.
only one that's not on board is him. Everybody else that
I
talks
feel
to him
like
is
it was
on
a
board.
lot of people not on board. And you know what? The people that have not been on board are the people that be professionals. All the fans want Lonzo.
Bro,
Lonzo great.
You
Lonzo
would legit do the same thing that you would be doing in New Orleans here. They ain't trying to do nothing but push the ball up. The only thing that the only thing that would be bad. Look, man. Look. The only thing that would be better is that
Devin
you got
Booker
three
on the Bulls
shooters.
is a future dream. Boy, real in the future. Days of Future Past dream, boy. That's some X-Men stuff that go down.
The Heat got a better chance of getting him than the Bulls.
Oh, okay. All right. Baki, I wasn't on board with Lonzo at all. I appreciate you, Baki. Hey, we're going to get up out of here, man. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the page if you have not already done so.
Make sure to tell your mamas to tell your mamas.
We got a lot of stuff coming. We'll probably go live a couple more times. Ringo, you just about getting ready to start streaming again, ain't you?
Hey, man, look. It's in the works, bro.
2K20?
It's in the works, bro.
By the time 2K20 come out?
2K, by the time 2K20 come out, I'm going to definitely be there. By the time 2K20 come out, it's definitely going to be down, because 2K and Madness, some tell me like it's about to be a movie. I'm starting up the whole Twitch stream again, but this time it's finna be legit. So
yeah, we coming through. We doing big things out here.
Doing big things. Bang, bang, bang.
Shout out to everybody who joined, man. Baki, main event, Saint Nick, Damien. Who else was up in this joint? The producer, Naya Joe in the building. Real Timid. Shout out to all of y'all who joined, man. We appreciate all the love. Like I said, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Like the video.
Tell your mom to tell your mom.
All that good stuff. We're going to get up out of here, man. It is your boy, Pat the Designer.
And it's your boy, Ringo J.
And this has been Windy City to Breeze.
Peace.